Good morning. Thank you so much for being here in our channel. And today I'm going to discuss one of my favorite topics, which is actually the qualitative type of research. So, I would like to encourage you to finish your thesis or your research because that is one of the most fulfilling experience you'll ever have. After making your thesis, it's very encouraging that you'll be able to take a look at your output and you'll have this ecstatic feeling afterwards. So congratulations in advance, and I hope you can defend very well in your thesis. And today I'm going to encourage you to do qualitative research. I'll tell you what is a qualitative research, the research designs, and the methods you can possibly use when you are doing your qualitative research. Foremost, qualitative research is one of the most exciting type of researches because qualitative research will make you feel you'll have the thoughts, the lived experience or the experience and the processes that are usually in the participant's mind. So you'll have an idea of the thoughts, the feelings, the actions, the experiences of the people you are interviewing, which are called participants usually in a qualitative type of research. So qualitative from the word quality is very great because it will help you have an in-depth and you'll be able to analyze things in detail. So unlike quantitative research where they are more focused on the quantity, qualitative research may have few interviewees but they are very in-depth. You'll have a thorough understanding of the problems at hand. So you'll have the qualitative research is known for the different designs that you can use, and some of them are case study. You'll also have ethnography. You'll have the phenomenological. You can have also narrative and ground theory. But of course, for example, in the ABCom department, what we're using usually is case study. So if you can, case studies can be descriptive, explanatory, and you can have also type of exploratory. So the qualitative type of study will give you explanations. You can also explore on different issues, and you can also have the opportunity to ask questions. So you can use the usual methodology or methods used in qualitative study are interviews. So interviews can be unstructured or semi-structured. So if you'll have the unstructured, you'll have the ability to draw a lot of details from the interviews. And semi-structured, you'll have questions, but of course you'll allow them to ad lib. You'll allow them to tell about the questions, and there are questions that may not be in your interview, but you can add just to connect with the answers of your interviewee. So once you're using interview as your research methodology, it's very great because you'll be able to feel the experiences that are being cited to you. So some of the questions, for example, that you can throw to your participants are like if you're talking about fast food chains, some of the questions that are open-ended will go like this. Okay, what is your favorite fast food chains? Why do you prefer to stay in that fast food chains? Now, can you describe your experience in the fast food chains? Okay, you can also tell if you're talking about music, you can ask your interviewees such questions. It's open-ended usually, or like, why is bossa nova your favorite music? Okay, so open-ended questions is so great because the interviewees can elaborate what their feelings, their thoughts and actions and the experiences, which are very worthy once you are already coding your thesis. So, for example, in my experience in my master's degree in broadcast comm, my research problem is actually about the anti-bribery broadcast programs in Batangas province. So I had the opportunity to interview the station managers of different radio stations, television stations, and cable companies, as well as the NGOs and the people organizations there. So I was able to discover, to explore, to experience voraciously the experiences that they have lived. So I was able to get into details of the process they underwent in the television stations, radio stations, and the cable stations, as well as the NGOs and the GOs, and how they they make their programs, and the ins and outs of their making their television programs for the battered women. So, while they are telling me their stories, I could feel, I could empathize what their experiences are. And that's why in the latter part, when I already doing the coding, the patterns, it's easier for me because I myself had a face-to-face discussion with them. So that's one of the beauty of qualitative research. I had an opportunity to have a face-to-face interview, or if you prefer a focus group, it's okay. But in my case, I have done a lot of interviews and recorded them, and I was able to have this macro perspective of how programs are produced and the broadcast stations. And that after graduating my master's degree, I felt that I was ready to be a station manager as well. So, and I could sympathize, empathize with them, the what's happening inside their television stations, radio stations, and cable stations, the ins and outs, the challenges, the opportunities. So with that, I have a deep, in-depth analysis of what's really happening on how they write the program, how they produce the program, and they have let me know of the effects or the non-effects of their production as well. In that case, I would say that I am a better person after having these qualitative studies, because I was able to experience a lot of interviews, and of course I was able to make it sure that the questions are thoroughly arranged, and that also give available space to the station managers and these people in the industry to let me know about their experiences. So mine is a case study. So I was able to have a case study of the different radio stations, okay, cable stations, and I have interviewed a lot of people organizations there and non-NGOs, that I was able, by God's grace, because of the great methodology and the qualitative design that I have used, case study, the research design, and the methodology, which is interview, I was able to defend it well. And aside from the fact that I added it with textual analysis, so I've gathered the programs and studied them well. So I had textual analysis likewise. So combining interviews, textual analysis, and of course the desire to interview with them, and the passion to listen to their stories, had made me defended my master's degree in the University of the Philippines. So qualitative is study as a design is very good, and it's very fulfilling, and I would say that I'm a better professor now because of this passion for qualitative research. So if you have questions regarding qualitative research, please comment in the description below, and if I could be of help, if you can let me know of your problems, and if I could be of help to your thesis or your qualitative type of research, then I'll try my best to help you with that. Thank you so much. I hope you'll tune in to my next video for more information about writing thesis and your other schoolworks. Thank you, and may God bless you all, and see you again in my next video.